commercial is.
Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What?
That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do.
What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, hold on, body wash. So powerful, all your mind right in front of your face. Reno chair.
Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in.
Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash.
That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do.
What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, hold on, body wash. So powerful, all your mind right in front of your face. Reno chair.
Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in.
Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash.
That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do.
What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, hold on, body wash. So powerful, all your mind right in front of your face. Reno chair.
Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in.
Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash.
That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do.
What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, hold on, body wash. So powerful, all your mind right in front of your face. Reno chair.
Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in.
Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash.
That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do.
What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, hold on, body wash. So powerful, all your mind right in
special is.
Body walk, body walk, body walk, body walk, body walk, body walk. What? Body walk, body walk, body walk, body walk, body walk, body walk.
That's right. In a can.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Double RPG here, and welcome back to Double RPG Livestream, where this time around, we're not going to be playing through more of Link's Awakening, or as I like to call, Link's Remakening, as that wasn't really working out well in terms of getting people interested in watching me doing a live stream on that, but instead, we're going to focus on something a bit more fun, and we're going to be heading back into the whole Mario livestream bit, and we're going to be playing some Super Mario Bros. 3, but there's a bit of a catch. We're not going to be playing Super Mario Bros. 3 through the NES, nor the Super Mario All-Stars version. No, we're actually playing Super Mario Bros. 3 via Super Mario Advance 4. So yeah, that ought to be very interesting, because, truth be told, I don't think I've ever beaten Super Mario Advance 4. And people still play with you? Oh yeah, I know, right? LPH, and good to see you in the chat, man. So let me just go ahead and load up the file here, so that way we can actually get on with Super Mario Advance 4. There we go. Now we can go ahead and get started. So, yeah, amazing to see that people still play the Wii U. And this was the only game, this was the only way this game ever got re-released. And we watch this fine cutscene that's going to be happening right here. Now, in case if you weren't aware, this game did have some Game Boy Player functionality to it. Basically, if you had any if you had a Game Boy Advance as well as the Game Boy Player, there were certain Game Boy Advance games that you could play through the Game Boy Player that allowed rumble functionality on the GameCube controller. And this is one of those games that definitely has that feature, whereas another game like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga had that same feature as well. So yeah, there were some games that actually took advantage of that feature greatly. But at the same time, whenever there is something that comes out that tries to take advantage of certain features for a game on, a system, then Nintendo doesn't really capitalize on that field pretty much. And that's really sad. And LPH, you are playing Yakuza 0? Hey, great game. So, hey, there's no shame in playing that. So yeah, I decided to go back to Super Mario Bros. 3. I decided to play Super Mario Bros. 3 because, like I said, Link's Awakening wasn't catching on to a lot of people, the Nintendo Switch version of that game, so I decided, you know what, let's just go back to Mario so that way we can actually, get people interested in and just seeing more Super Mario Bros. Goodness. And yes, this is the first time we actually see cutscenes in a Super Mario Bros. Game. Well, for a Super Mario Bros. 3 game, at least. And we're not going to be playing the Mario Brothers mode, but we're just going to be strictly focusing on Super Mario Bros. 3. But there is a bit of a cool thing for the Game Boy Advance version, the Wii U Virtual Console version of this game. This game did use Game Boy Advance e-reader functionality, meaning that you can use a device called the Game Boy Advance e-reader, and you can slide cards on the e-reader device to actually get access to some bonus levels that you cannot even get access to. But in this version of the game, all those levels are unlocked, so you don't have to worry about swiping any cards or anything like that. We'll worry about the level card function at another time, but we're just going to be playing through the normal mode, and we're going to be playing as both Mario and Luigi, and we're just going to kind of switch things up between the two characters when they play the levels. So yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3, really fun game, and I know it's a lot of people's favorite. My favorite too, is why I usually prefer this game over Super Mario World. But Super Mario World is still a good game on its own. But just be careful you don't, die by getting hit by Goombas or anything like that. But yeah, still a fun game. But, there were just some things that I kind of felt made it a bit overrated, but it's still a great game nevertheless, but it's just... There was just some things that I wasn't really particular in agreement with when it came to that game releasing, but at the same time, too, it was still a pretty fascinating product. Now, it has the number 3 on here, but if memory serves me correctly, it would have had the number 4 because this is Super Mario Advance 4. Or am I thinking of another thing? Or another level aside from that? I'm not sure, but we will be going through every single entire level of the game. So, yes, this game is going to be 100% me going all the way through from beginning to end. And I'm going to be using the Mario Brothers in accordance to the levels. So, yes, this ought to be a lot of fun. Now, whether or not if I do something like the infinite one-up trick or something like that, I'm not entirely certain, and there I go. First death with Luigi. So, yeah, that was not a good start. And they have their own set of lives, too, so that ought to make this level, or this playthrough time in this game even more interesting. So, yeah, you gotta like jump at the right time to get the Goombas to fall down, because they don't always fall down when you want them to. You just kind of got to get in the right rhythm for them to come down, but I haven't really been able to figure out, the trick on how that works. I really wish I knew what the trick was, but unfortunately I don't, so I'm not going to waste any time with trying to get that to work. But there is a trick to how you can get so many 1-ups doing that. Just haven't been able to figure out how to do it. I guess I need to watch some videos online and see how they actually pull that off, so that way I can actually pull it off next time. But I'm not going to worry about that, as I'm going to go through the entire game. Preferably unscathed, and I wanted to go through that pipe. I'll just go down so I can bypass you. Piece of crap. And there I go, losing my power-ups as Mario. What are the odds? But yeah, it's just like, you can get extra 1-ups if you land on top of Goombas and you got them to come out of the pipe accordingly, but like I said, I haven't been able to figure that out with how it works. Oh, here comes the athletic theme of Mario doing his really awesome parkour flips and just delivering some toe-tippingly tragic action in the mix, but not toe-tippingly tragic, but just awesome nevertheless. Okay, let's see if we can actually get some leeway with Luigi and make sure that he doesn't screw up anything, because that was kind of embarrassing for me to actually get him to screw up like that, so I don't usually play that bad, and I do apologize. But you notice how Luigi is a bit more slippery when it comes to his movement. Rightfully so. There he goes. And since I don't have a Tanuki leaf as Luigi, we're not going to be able to go in the clouds, so yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure I can go in the clouds now if I could just hurry back over there. Ah! Dang it! I do something, I jinx it. That's the life of me, I guess. But I guess we can go ahead and we can get the, the warp whistle. Just show you what that does. Even though you don't necessarily have to get the warp whistle, but I'll just go ahead and get it nevertheless. One toot on this whistle? No, one toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land! Oh, my name's not Toad! So yes, we got our inventory screen, and since we're playing as both Mario and Luigi, they have their own inventory screen, so that definitely makes this version, I would say, a little bit more broken than usual, but who am I kidding? Pick a box! Its contents will help you on your way! And no matter which box you pick, they're all rigged to have the same type of power-up. So, yeah, go figure, right? Let's go indeed! So, yeah, we have to deal with some auto-scrolling, too. So, just what exactly made Super Mario Bros. 3 so magical? It pretty much took everything that you loved about the original Mario Brothers and just injected it with steroids to make it a much better game. And this game most certainly did that. In many ways, one way or the other. That's what I get for trying to get a Tanuki Leaf. This game does not want to be nice to me. But there was just so many things that made it so revolutionary and even more groundbreaking than the original. Not to say that the original was a bad game, no, far from it. It was still a great game, but it's just Super Mario Bros. 3 just did a lot more. I know a lot of people have a lot of great fond memories to Super Mario Bros. 3, myself included. Let's see if I can get this. Got it! So yes, got a 5-up with that star panel. So Mario's got up to 12 lives, or 13 lives, and it got a TV show. Yeah, the Super Mario Bros. 3 TV show, which is the successor to the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. I remember about that. Thank you for bringing that up, LPH. Line up the pictures and get a prize! You only get one try! Okay, so basically you have to try to line up the cards. Let me see if I can get... I was trying to get the Fire Flower to get some more lives for Luigi, but I guess that's what they say about Luigi is true, is that he has all the bad luck in the world. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3, it took everything that you loved about Super Mario Bros. And just, like I said, injected it with steroids, and there was even a movie that came out that pretty much was just like a 90-minute commercial in disguise to hype up the game's release, and just the whole 9 yards, essentially. I mean, who would have thought that a movie like The Wizard would actually, you know, just bring about more publicity for something like Super Mario Bros. 3, and just to make it into just a really fantastic game. Very unprecedented. If you had, and Luigi, who would have thought that you probably would have gotten impaled right there, man? Oh, Boom Boom. Hello. And your first appearance too, aside from the Koopalings. Come on. There we go. There we go. So yeah, very basic, very primitive. And every time when we complete a fortress, we are actually given the option to save our progress, as well as getting a shortcut to bypass most of the stuff in case we get a game over. Because we do have infinite continues, and we can start back at the starting point. And if you already beaten the fortress, then that lock on the pathway and the world map screen will actually go away, and you can just bypass all those levels that you already played. I just hope no remake to that movie. Yeah, you and me both, LPH, because it would be a sin if that were to happen. And we do not want that to happen. If they did, then oh, whoa, Nelly. That'd be a picture wrap for Mario for sure. But it does make me very intrigued with how the Super Mario Brothers movie that's coming out by Illuminous Productions, the people who worked on, or Illuminous Studios, or whatever name were, the people who worked on the Despicable Me movies. I wonder how that's going to play out. And here I am wanting to get that extra life in the sky, but unfortunately I don't have a Tanuki Leaf, so go figure. But I really hope that Mario movie done by the Illuminous Productions for next year, or 2021 or 2020, actually does well, because if that does well, then we can definitely see more of Nintendo properties actually working well with all forms of media, whether they be something like this, or Super Mario, or The Legend of Zelda, because I pretty much would love to see like the Legend of Zelda Netflix series actually become a thing, because I think a lot of people would be very interested in watching that, or at least get an anime. Oh, and Small Streamers Connect, thank you for hosting my live stream. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much. We just sent 22 viewers on your way. Thank you so much, guys. I really love it. And I hope a lot of you really do enjoy Super Mario Bros. 3 as well. And as you would have guessed, I am playing the Game Boy Advance version of that game. And we all love a little Mario in our life, don't we? And if you're wondering, yes, I am going to be doing this at 100%, but it's probably going to be in multiple parts. So, yeah, we won't get through the entire game in just one whole setting, but, yeah. And, I don't think I would be able to host you, SWT Markov, is because, well, you have to do it through Small Streamers Connect's Mixer channel to do that. But unless if you are already connected, then that's that. But yeah, anyways, and I hope the Sonic movie do well too. Yeah, the Sonic movie. Hopefully they actually take more cues with getting everything fixed up about that movie, because the Sonic movie, based on first impressions alone, I mean, seriously, who thought it was a good idea to have the song Gangster's Paradise for a Mario movie? That just doesn't seem right. Okay, so now we got our Starman. And if any of you are watching this, then if you have any questions, then be sure to put them in the chat, because I definitely would love to hear what you guys have to say. Yes, pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way, like it just did for me right there. Because we definitely need to see more, we definitely need... Oh yeah, we can exchange lives between the two of them. I completely forgot about that. But anyway, yeah, I hope the Sonic movie does well, because if the Sonic movie does well, then video game movies, they can try to do much better. I mean, but at the same time, video game movies, they actually have seemed to be making a bit of a better stride within today's industry, because the, what do you call? Because the movie Rampage, as well as the Angry Birds movies, they've been doing really well, which I really still can't fathom the idea how they managed to work Angry Birds into a movie. It's like, I mean, pigs, they kidnap eggs that the Angry Birds laid, and now you have to get them back. It's like, how can you make a movie about that? It's like one of life's greatest mysteries that I'll never figure out to this day. Just really bizarre. So Luigi's getting all the credit by going through the first world and the first boss. Hey, I don't mind it. All the bosses in this game are easy, though. Maybe except for Bowser. Okay, gotcha. And watch me jump high just to get that wand. That's what I really like to do whenever I play a game like this. It's because I just want to jump up high and see how far down I go holding that wand in his hand. Whether it be Mario or Luigi. And, what else? I mean, now a lot of people are probably going to ask me which version of Super Mario Bros. 3 is probably my most favorite. I know a lot of people say that they really enjoy the NES version, but I think that could be based on nostalgia reasons. But for me personally, oh, well, thank you, Peach. Even though you're called Princess Toadstool in the West, in the early days before you were officially called Peach in the West, but you give us a P-Wing. But I would have to say that Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Super Nintendo through Super Mario All-Stars was probably my favorite version of the game, because, well, it's just everything about that game just made Super Mario Bros. 3 a much better experience. Like, you had save states, like how you have it in this version, and it just felt like, it just didn't feel like every time when you stop the game, you know, turn it off, stop the game, you'd always have to start back at the beginning. No, nothing like that in this version. Oh, you know, I could have grabbed that. That's okay. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Super Nintendo was probably my favorite. I mean, what's your guys' favorite version of Super Mario Brothers 3? Was it the original NES version, the Super Mario All-Stars version, or the Super Mario Advance 4 version of the game? I definitely would really like to know. Okay, go down this pipeway here. Because, well, we hit that, and come back up here. We got a boatload of coins right here waiting to be grabbed. Oh, I missed the star panel, but that's okay. You know, it'd probably be better if I had the, if I just only played with one character. Oh! Ooh, the end card. So you get 60,000 points to play the end card game in Super Mario Advance 4. Whereas if you played the NES or the SNES version, then you would get you have to get 80,000 points. I know, right? Kind of bizarre. Yeah. I really need to know more about where the cards are supposed to be flipped at, because there is a predestined order or a predestined place with the flip cards where it tells you which ones are going to appear where. But anyway, as I was saying, Super Mario Brothers 3 on the Super Nintendo through Super Mario All-Stars, my favorite version, basically because of a lot of things, like the music, for instance. I felt it was much better, and it just felt more like a Mario game to me when it was done in that rendition. Okay, so Mario got your next star card there, so let's mosey on to the next area. As Luigi, it might be Luigi time for Luigi in this game. Oh, might as well go ahead and flip the cards. Yes, let's see if I can get the mushrooms. Or I could try to go for the fire flower again. Dang it! I always get gypped out of that. Mercy. Okay, so next up. So yeah, my live stream series when I'm playing Super Mario games, it seems like that's going to be more the norm going forward for this channel, anyways, because I really do enjoy Nintendo games, and Mario has been always a favorite for a lot of people. I mean, I did play a little bit of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch this week, so I will be returning to that eventually, but just for right now, I'm just gonna kind of stick to doing Mario games, because it seems like a lot of people can connect with Mario, and I can definitely see why. And I can too, believe it or not. And this game was the first game to have the Boo Buddies. Well, Big Boo and the Boo Buddies, you name it. Okay, so we're back to fighting you, Chumley. And by Chumley, I mean Boom Boom. There are two variations of Boom Boom in this game. The normal, the standard Boom Boom, and ones where Boom Boom has wings. And with the Boom Boom having wings, yeah, it's, pretty harsh. Because Boom Boom will fly around, and you have to try your best to, get a hold of him and that kind of stuff, and it just becomes more just redundant. Oh, crap. Can I get that? Yes, thank you. What I needed. Just what I needed, as Mario would say in this version of the game. And we get a Star Man, too, if we... We get all sorts of power-ups when going up the whole shebang there. Yeah, I can't even do the... I think there's a way you can do that infinite one-up trick with, you know, Mario in this game, but I can't remember the life of me if you can actually do it or not. But if you can, that's great. I just never really attempted it. Okay. But I can perform the infinite one-up trick in the original Super Mario Brothers. Now, when I get around to playing the original Super Mario Brothers, that's going to be very interesting with which version of that game I'm going to play. Oh, got it. Got another star card. Whether I play the NES version or the Super Mario All-Stars version, or even the Game Boy Color version of the game, which was Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. But then again, I wonder if it'd be okay to look at Mario who looks like he has a really dinged head on him. Ugh. Anyway, Small Streamers Connect, thank you for hosting my stream and getting everybody to watch me there. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so let's go say hi to Mr. Sun. Yeah, Mr. Sun, you look pretty angry today. Why are you always angry? You have anger issues. Oh, you made me lose my Tanuki leaf power. Gotcha. And that was easier said than done. So yeah, if you haven't even done so already, be sure to hit that follow button. I mean, definitely all the views from you is greatly appreciated. Oh, finally we got the leaf. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Alright, our next bit is going to be this. And I should have had a Tanuki leaf for this. Well, I can get a Tanuki leaf, but I'm gonna have to be very careful doing this. There we go. Because we're going up this way. And some people may ask me, do I plan on returning to Super Mario World again at some point? And the answer is yes. And I'll probably be playing through the Super Mario Advance 2 version of that game. You know, just so that way you can get a good feel of what Super Mario World on the Game Boy Advance is like. I mean, it's pretty much like this game, but pretty much you would be just seeing just a traditional like Mario experience. You wouldn't really see a whole lot. Thank you, I need another one of these. Alright. Awesome. Thank you, I was waiting for that 1-up to show up. Oh, cool, we got another in card. Or we already passed 5,000, or 50,000 points in order to play this, so I guess they buffed it up a little more. Yeah, so there's that. Nope, not there. Where's the 1-up for this? Ah! Crapola! And of course we get introduced to these pesky guys, the Chain Chomps. Chain Chomps and me, we don't get along very well. And you could probably see why, because they love to get around when, you know, when they're stuck in their chains, because usually in the later Mario games, they would just kind of wait a little bit before they start, you know, trying to hit you again or whatnot, but no, not in this game. They are, they're mean. The Chain Chomps are mean in this game. In OG Super Mario Brothers fashion. And we go inside this pipe, one of the secrets that we can actually experience. Now, where is that? Oh, here it is. There we go. Trying to grab more coins, but it wasn't even allowing me to. Get yourself another leaf while you're up here. Like we haven't had enough of those. We could be getting close to... Yeah, we're close to the end of the stage where we could just finish it off. And I think a chain chomp's going to be down at the bottom when we try to get this. Yes, there was. Booyah! Okay. Now we're gonna fight another one of these doodads. And that was pretty simple. Oh, finally we got the hammer power up. That hammer power up will actually break blocks that are breakable. And we're gonna be doing that by hitting that block that's at the top there, so that way we can actually get access to the secret fire bros that we can actually fight off against. Alright, the pyramid level. Oh, we can never talk about Super Mario Bros. 3 without talking about one of its most iconic levels, which is the pyramid level. And that pyramid level is quite the bee's knees, if I say so myself. Man, so many of those. So many buzzy beetles and piranha plants. Just up the wazoo. I say up the wazoo, but it's not really it doesn't really act like a zoo by any means. Oh, crap. And when you play this game, there's actually a hint. I mean, through the NES version, there's actually a hint on where you can actually get the power up. Yeah. Yeah, we don't get enough coins to get the one up here, but it's okay. There's plenty of coins for us to go around. Alright. Oh. There. This is what I want you to do. Do that so I can get under here. Because we should be at the end of the stage doing this. Yeah, should be coming up here pretty shortly. Yes, here it is. Our one-way ticket to get out of the stage. And we got a boomerang bro to contend with. Shooting all those nasty boomerangs at us. Oh, yes! Booyah! Okay, so now that, whoop, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do a demo card, but I do want to do this. Use that to get access to here, and look what we have here. We got a secret toad house that will actually give us a frog suit, a secret frog suit, which we'll definitely be using in the next world. And of course, the infamous Fire Bro. Well, I should say Fire Brothers. And you also get yourself a whistle, too. If you have 3 of the whistles, they will automatically get you to the final world of the game. But, like I said, we're not going to worry about those, as we're just going to worry about going through the entire game with all the levels in it.
Oh, it's terrible! The king has been transformed! Please find the magic wand so we can change him back!
Well, don't worry, Toad. I mean, we're the Mario Brothers. Destroying the Koopa Troop. I mean, destroying King Koopa and his Koopalings and the Koopa Kids and the Koopa Troopas. That's what we're here for. Not the actual Koopa Troop that actually showed up on our Twitch stream through the Geek Fighter today, which was actually pretty awesome. The Geek Fighter stream with what we played today of Grandia 2, it had to be one of the best streams we ever did today, because we actually had a lot of interaction and we had a lot of people actually watching our content. So it was actually a great time to, hang around and have us live stream with a bunch of people. So yeah, just hanging out and watching us, knowing how cool we are. with the type of format that we did. And just the fun that we have by answering their questions. And basically, you can't go wrong with that. And you don't get a power-up at the end of this. I know you do in either Worlds 3 or 4, but yeah, you don't get one when you're back here. And, Morton. Morton can be kind of, mean because of how big he is. But he's not really the one to give us the most trouble with trying to bang down on the floor. I think that's for Ludwig. I think that's Ludwig's department. But either way, we got through that level, or that world, in flying colors. And now it's time for us to go even further into Mario World. Oh, splendid, splendid. I am back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess. Is that how a king would actually really sound? I don't know. And the white block contains magic powers that will enable you to defeat your enemies. So, yes, that is the cloud power-up. That will allow you to bypass any level that you do not wish to go through. But we're not going to be using that whatsoever. Let's go ahead and even out the lives counter. And here we are in World 3, which is Water World. Not the Kevin Costner film, mind you. But, where water levels are going to be becoming more and more frequent in this game. And you'll actually be seeing a lot of those guys. The bloopers. Bloopers can be cruel. Both the enemy and just jokes, because you're never certain what type of bloopers are going to happen, where they can actually be really funny to watch, or really painful to experience with what happens to certain people when they get hurt. Trust me, I know. Okay, and there's our one-way ticket to get out of this level. And get our star man again. Thank you very much. All right. And now it's time for Luigi to shine with a water level. And we're going to World 3, Level 2. Or we should say World 3-2. Should call them by the levels by, the world names. Oh, I wanted that. So that way I can try to get a lot of 1-ups in this particular area. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that just makes it kind of difficult to get the Starman to actually appear too, or just to get 1-ups in general in this game. This is definitely one of those games that's not really that forgiving with giving extra lives. If anything, yeah, I'd say that Mario Bros. 3 is definitely the more challenging experience of the two, which many people consider to be the best Mario games, between this and Super Mario World. Okay, got ourselves our Starman there. Cool. Now, can Mario get his own get his own frog suit? And I'd say, yeah, he probably can. Yes, pick a box, its contents will help you on your way, and yes, he does get his own frog suit. But like I said, he and Luigi don't even share the same power-ups. And of course, the level that introduces probably the most hated enemy in Super Mario Bros. 3. Big Bertha. The jumping fish that will actually, swallow you whole if you're not careful. And I personally hate Big Bertha, with a passion of 1,000 suns. Big Bertha is mean. Oh, see? See what I mean right there? Yeah, I just got swallowed whole by that jerk. You know, it makes me wonder, playing through this game, will it actually make it to where whoever beats it, they actually, you know, or whoever gets the most levels completed, that they actually get the kiss from the princess? If that's the case, then holy shnikes, dude. So it could be, you know, Luigi's time to shine to get a kiss from the princess. I would say so. Because, well, considering how he's got the levels so far. Oh, God. I almost made it to the end there, too. But hey, we did make it to the end. As long as I don't get eaten by Big Bertha, then Big Bertha is going bye-bye. And Big Bertha did go bye-bye. Okay, awesome. Big Bertha went bye-bye. Bye-bye, Big Bertha. You just got wrecked. And Mario's still not lucky. Because, well, he's gonna have to contend to one of these dudes. But I'll go ahead and put the mushroom power-up back on and fight some Hammer Bros. Oh, God. There. Oh, good. Definitely what I needed right there, too, Mario. So, it's a good thing we got that. Whew! That was a nail-biter. But you don't get to deal with the fortress, though. Which is a bummer, but it's okay. We'll get through the fortress just fine. Now, this fortress in particular is actually very interesting. Because, aside from there being lots of thwomps here, lots of doors, lots of boo buddies, and lots of dry bones, you need to pick the right door to get you out of this place. And it's always the 6th door in this game, or in this level in particular. Luigi's fascination with going through the fortresses. Okay, there's the boom boom with the wings. If you hit it a 3rd time, and when it gets really just riled up, it will start flying around the stage, and it does make things a lot harder with trying to actually defeat that guy. Yes, go ahead and save the progress. Okay, so Mario's gonna be dealing another one of these guys. So, yeah, you're gonna have to see about the seeing about these guys right now. If you can! Jerks. Man, Mario's getting rough around the edges this time, as Luigi's getting his time to shine, it seems. He's definitely getting his time to shine. Look at this! Oh! Luigi's definitely not getting his time to shine. Man, who would have thought that Hammer Bros would actually be this cruel? Here, we'll play in the same field. Now you get down here. Yeah, there you go. You actually get another... No, you don't get another power-up, which is a dire shame, because it would have been nice if he had a Tanuki leaf, but that's alright. We'll just take this little hammer and then we'll skedaddle out of here. Luigi, we'll go ahead and we'll hit you up with a fire flower. Not literally hit you up, but, you know, just make sure you have one on you too. And going through this stage is definitely going to be more in your department to make sure you don't get hurt. And that being said, I'm probably gonna need to... Yeah. Do this more often. Ooh. As you can see, I'm really taking my time with this stage, and... Oh, hey, Lakitu. Did not expect you to come up in this level oh so soon. And, but it's okay. We're almost near the end. There we go. Boom. boom goes the dynamite. Oh, hey, we got ourselves an end card, too. Well, I think I'll have Mario take care of that real quick before going to level 5. Okay, so let's find the Starman if we can. Ugh. You know what? Just to get that out of the way. Ah! Rats. Like I have memory deprivation. I'm trying to figure out how to actually get the thing to work out well. Okay, so we're inside this level, and then not only we have to contend with Big Bertha, but we also have to contend with the jellyfish. Yeah, I know, right? Jellyfish in a Mario game. Just traditional jellyfish. And don't even touch them, because they will hurt you if you touch them. Because jellyfishes, they sting. Oh, hey, I didn't even notice that up there. If I had a P-Wing, I probably would, you know, get up there easily. Oh, dang it. Stupid jellyfish. But hey, here's the end of the level where we want to get to. Alright. Perfect. I wonder if this is another one of those games where you can go over the 100 lives boundary. And I would have to say probably yes. Okay, so level 8. Or 6, I mean. And it's another one of these levels. Oh, side-scrollers. You either love them or you hate them. And for me, personally, man, auto-scrollers and we don't get along very well. But hey, at least they're not menacing like water levels. Ah! Oh, I'll gladly take that, though. And I guess we can get the other blocks that are along the way. Just make sure I don't even die. With the athletic theme for Super Mario Bros. 3 playing, it makes me want to listen to Terry Crews' athletic body wash or whatever. It's basically the follow-up to you know, Super Spice Brothers 2. And it's just basically you're listening to the athletic theme with Terry Crews doing his traditional. And Lowland 489, hello there, and thank you for the sparks. Hopefully you're enjoying your time with Super Mario Bros. 3 like I am. Like a lot of us are, too. Okay, cool. And if in the comments, whatever your favorite Super Mario Bros. Game is, I mean, which version of Super Mario Bros. 3 is your favorite, then let me know. For me, personally, like I said, the Super Mario All-Stars version of Super Mario Bros. 3 is pretty much my favorite because it definitely looked like everything you would expect in a Mario game, with the visuals as well as the updated music, and it just felt like it was the package with what Miyamoto and his team were trying to do from all those years ago. It just felt perfected, if that makes any sense. Oh, and hey, look who we have to deal with. Spike. And yes, that's what its name is. As they like to get those spike balls out of their mouths. At least it's not Mr. Bucket where they have the balls pop out of the mouths either. Whew! And there's a one-way ticket to get out of here. Got it! Woohoo! So SNES version. Oh, so you and I are on the same page. So it's good to know that we share some things in common. And it looks like we're gonna have Luigi go through the fortress stage again. Since he doesn't even have the hammer on him. No, he does not even have the hammer. Looks like Mario's gonna be the one getting stuck with the hammer there. But hey, it's cool. But at least he gets all the power-ups that Luigi can't get. And you know, honestly, I probably should be doing more Super Mario Maker 2 live streams so that way I can play through people's created levels, because I definitely had a lot of fun with that when I was playing it, especially with all those levels that you could go through that were just, you know, just mind-numbingly hard. And some of them that were kind of just placed as puzzles that made them even more exciting. Okay, so yes, here we are continuing to Boom Boom again. Jeez, Boom Boom, how many of your kind are there? And yes, you do have the feathers on you, but, or the wings, but that wasn't enough to defeat me, so boom! Boom goes the Boom Boom. Yep, so save my progress there. I wonder how far along I can get tonight, because it seems like everything is going really smoothly for this live stream. I wonder if I can get through the entirety of maybe World 5 at most before ending off the stream tonight, but I'm not really sure how far along we'll get. Okay, we got ourselves a new Tanuki leaf here, and we'll definitely keep that on us. Come on, let's play Flip the Cards. I don't have all day. It's like if you get the mushrooms, you're always guaranteed to, you know, make the things match up. Yep. Just like that. So I got an extra 2 up. And that's pretty cool. 1, Lost World, 2, and 3, I think, are the best versions on SNES. Yes. Or the Lost Levels, you mean, low and 489. Oh, the hearts. So, if you get the hearts, you actually get a Tanuki leaf. Let's see if I can get the Tanuki leaf. If I can, that'd be really awesome. But I'm not gonna bet on anything. If I get a 7-Up, that would be, like, the most amazing thing ever. Oh, holy crap, I do get a 7-Up! Holy bejeebus! That was unprecedented right there. I mean, if there was any way to clip that, then I would say clip that by all means, because that was... wow! I was not expecting that. That was awesome. Oh man, like I said, I cannot believe I just pulled that off. That was just, oh man, that was oh so cool. I didn't even think that was possible. Let's go ahead and hit up this last one here. And thank you for the sparks there, low and 489. What do we get here? Oh, the number 3. Let me see if I can get the number 3. Probably not going to get the number 3, but at least I will take mushroom. Ah! I got too greedy, but hey, it's cool. At least I can do with the the number of extra lives that we got for us. Oh. Here you go, Luigi. Since we'll trade some. Keep ourselves alive throughout this journey because we're Mario Bros. We'll always be Mario Bros. Oh. Yeah. Stay up there, Mario. Yeah, you get yourself this, too, which I desperately need. That was something I forgot to do when we got this level started, was to make sure that I actually got the, whoop. Just to make sure that I got myself a power-up, because I don't want Mario to get killed or anything. I am really giving Big Bertha the run for his money. Because, well, he's getting pulverized by me. Ah! Then he just switches the tables. Great. Ugh. Big Bertha, you are the bane of my existence, man. Or gal, whichever you are. There we go. I'll try it again. Now, if you were thinking that I was going to beat this game without losing any lives, well, you're sorely mistaken. I don't know if there was a Mario game where I never lost any lives. If I had to say if there was a Mario game where I never lost lives, then it's probably either Super Mario Galaxy 1 or 2. Probably Galaxy 1 if I had to be very honest. What is my favorite Mario game? When it comes to the 2D games, I'd say probably this one, but the 3D ones, I would have to say it's probably Super Mario Galaxy 2 is my all-time favorite. Because it just... I mean, although I do like Super Mario Sunshine and, Super Mario... Oh, yeah, don't die there, Luigi. But even though it's Super Mario Sunshine is definitely one of my favorites, as well as the first Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is definitely my all-time favorite, because it just took everything that was great about the first Galaxy and just made it even better with its own additions and revisions it made to the formula. And not only that, it just felt like it was what a 3D Mario game should be. And that managed to continue on after that with Super Mario Odyssey, which I definitely thought was a much bigger and more superior. Well, I wouldn't say it's superior to Super Mario Galaxy 2, but it just felt like it was on that same level of greatness, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's my favorite Super Mario Brothers game. Super Mario game in 3D. But as I said, when it comes to oh gosh, when it comes to 2D Mario games, then it's definitely this game, but the SNES version. But the reason why I'm playing the Game Boy Advance version is because I did a poll asking people which version of Super Mario Brothers 3 would they want me to play, and it came to a unanimous vote with this game. Yeah, I did a poll on Twitter. But, truth behold, I will be playing through all versions of the Mario games. Even the 3D ones. Okay. So we're done with that, and now it's time to get on with Castle number 3, which is where Windy Koopa is going to reside. And do I have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do, Lowland489. It is Double RPG Reviews, and if you take a look underneath the video viewer where you're viewing the live stream, you can see the YouTube link right there. So yeah, definitely go check out my channel if you haven't done so already. And in case if you're wondering what type of content that I work on my channel, I mostly do retrospectives. And I recently got done I'm currently working on my Final Fantasy retrospective, and I'm on episode 10. Gonna be working on episode 11, but probably will be doing that by the time after the holiday season gets done. Possibly. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in the holiday season, and I want to try to do my best to make sure that, I get those small things taken care of before I get on with playing, Jumped too soon. Before I get on with doing Final Fantasy XIV Online. And of course, getting footage for Final Fantasy XIV original version before Realm Reborn is going to be my one-way ticket to actually, get the footage, just to talk about that in the retrospective. Did I mention that I was never a big fan of jumping on this thing just to get it moving? Because it's even more gut-wrenching when you have to do that when there's no land from underneath. Anyway. I got hit by a wrench? What? Oh, thank goodness. I need you. Gimme you. Okay. So that way I'll have enough. Have I played the NES version? Yes, I have. Lowland 489. I have played the NES version. And like I said, I do like the NES version, but when it comes to Super Mario Brothers 3, the SNES version is always my favorite. And thank you for the sub, man. Greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already on here, be sure you hit that follow button too if you really like Mario games as well. And we actually got this king who looks like he could be Mario and Luigi's father, because he definitely has the look of, you know, Mario. So you could definitely say that he is Mario and Luigi's father, even though they really don't even have a father, which is really weird. All right, World 3 is now perfectly done. And Lowland 489, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. And Yu-Gi-Oh! 7314, thank you for the follow as well. All right, here we are at the best world in the game that a lot of people like to say, and that is big, tiny, huge island. I think that's what they call it, this world. You know, it's really weird that you don't know what the names of the worlds are until you get towards the end of the game, and they actually do name them at the end of the game, whichever version of Super Mario Bros. 3 you're playing. I always found that to be very interesting, that they do that. Ooh. And I think yeah, there's a Tanuki leaf right here. Awesome. Just what I needed. Really, Luigi? Was that what you really needed? I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's just everything about this place just screams incredible. I mean, just the idea that you're actually, you know, contending against giant forms of enemies. Did you know King Koopa was originally green? Yeah, he was originally green, but now he's yellow. Are you trying to 100% this? And yes, I am going to be 100%ing this game. So I'm going through all the levels in this game. So we're not going to be doing any warp whistles. We're just going to be doing all the levels in general. Oh, cool. More flip cards. Oh, there you are. That's what I'm looking for right there. Ah! Bollocks. Oh, there you are. Ah! Dang it, messed up again. Well, at least I got the extra life I lost. But truth be told, a Lowland 489, we'll probably doing the 100% in multiple parts. I'm not going to be doing it, I'm not going to be doing it in one setting. Would be nice, but, truth be told, I do have to go into work tomorrow. So, I'm not going to be able to do everything in a single run, which, you know, I would gladly want to do, but... Ah! That stupid Cheep Cheep. No wonder they call you Cheep Cheep. Because, well, it makes sense. You're cheap. And is this the, yes, Starman. And I wanted to get some 1-ups, but hey, it's cool. Ow! Rats. Not what I wanted, but this was the OG big levels before Mario Maker. Yeah, you got that right, Lowland 489. Or should I just call you Lowland 4? Here. Even out between brothers? And let's see what we get ourselves. Have you seen all the Mario 1, 2, 3, and Super Mario World cartoons? Yes, I have. But for Mario 1, 2, they pretty much became, you know, their own show. I mean, they pretty much became the same show. So basically, there were 3 Mario cartoons, and they were, you know, Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2, which mostly focused on, you know, stuff in Super Mario Brothers 2, and then you had Super Mario Brothers 3, and then Super Mario World. Ah! And you know, there are some benefits when it comes to Luigi in Super Mario Advance 4. And I mean, the Super Mario Advance games, he pretty much has that same functionality as in Doki Doki Mario, where he can actually, you know, jump up high based on him kicking his shoe, you know, kicking his legs and that kind of stuff. Looked like I was experiencing slowdown right there. Weird. Ah, give me that. Oh, thank you. Lucky. Lucky indeed. This game is definitely all about luck. Alright. Perfect. And now it's Mario's time to actually take down a fortress. Since he never did take down a fortress for seeing how long we've been actually playing this. So let's see how well he does. What consoles do you own? I own a Super Nintendo. I own a Nintendo 64, a GameCube. I own a PlayStation 2, a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, a Wii U, and a Nintendo Switch. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do, but thank you, though. I will gladly be small, so I can actually get past you here. Ah! Mario doesn't really do well in, he doesn't really do well in fortresses. I guess that's Luigi's job. But also, the other one that I also own the other consoles that I own are also a Dreamcast and an OG Xbox, or original Xbox. And speaking of which, through the Geek Fighters on Twitch today, we were playing more Dreamcast, and we were playing more Grandia too, and we actually had a lot of fun. Thank you. That's what I was trying to do, but Thwomp here interrupted my, get out of the way time, but he wanted to interrupt more of my get out of the way time by making me small. Making me smaller. But do I plan on getting more consoles? Like retro consoles in the future? Oh, absolutely. I definitely want to get me a Sega Genesis again, so that way I can get that new that Sega Genesis HDMI cable either through Pound Technology or through Hyperkin. So that way I can play some Sega Genesis games on the in HD. And I do have some Sega Genesis games of my own that I actually own. Which are Rocket Knight Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist, as well as Contra Hardcore. And I think that might be it for what I have. No, and Tiny Toons Adventures, that Sega Genesis game, that side-scroller. Do you play fighting games like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? Fighting games? Yes, I actually do play fighting games. I play them every once in a while, and they're a lot of fun, but can be very painful with trying to get through them, as they can be really, really obnoxious with how they are supposed to be. Ah, crap. And I do play some of the others, like Dragon Ball FighterZ, as well as Marvel vs. Capcom, and Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. A lot of those games, I do play those from time to time, and that may be something that I might return to, playing on here, is playing more fighting games on, on my, on here. I know there's a way you can actually get down there. Ah, man, but you gotta drop down at, like, the precise time to actually get this right. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Because if you go up here, there's a secret. Actually, one of the more obscure secrets that I didn't really know about until much later. But basically, if you come over here, you get a bunch of coins. It's a great way to actually grind up some lives if you have not done so. But I'm pretty sure there's another right there. Yes, there is another. Yes, so you're getting hit with a jackpot with these coins. I think there's supposed to be 100 of them in this room, if I had to surmise a guess. Do you play through them on Mixer or YouTube? The fighting games, I can just play through them anywhere I want to. I mean, I used to do them on Twitch from time to time, but I'm probably going to be doing them more on Mixer going forward. And honestly, it'd probably be a good idea that I get back through with my fighting game mix, because I do love fighting games, and I just, it does. I mean, fighting games on streaming sites, they do attract a lot of people. Like, they attracted a lot of people when I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes for the Geek Fighters about a couple weeks ago. And you will be seeing me do that a lot more with my friends of the Geek Fighters, either through our Twitch streams or even by myself through Mixer. And that ought to be a lot of fun, too. Okay, now we have to contend to the big Hammer Bros, the giant Hammer Bros. We'll do so as Luigi. There we go. And I try my best not to, jump well, just try my best not to get hurt, or, just to get hurt by them. Gosh, Mario, you are doing not so hot with the remaining big. And yeah, you'll see me play Smash Brothers Ultimate on here as well. I know Smash Brothers, the community does get a bad rap because of people like Hungrybox and stuff, and where people call them smelly. You are Ark Survival Evolved player? No, I'm not. Yu-Gi-Oh 7314. I am not an Ark Survival Evolved player at all. I mean, when it comes to those type of games, they really aren't my cup of tea, to be quite frank. I mean, I really... The types of retro games I like are like this, but if there are like first-person shooters or even third-person shooters that I really do enjoy, probably the first-person shooter that I enjoy the most would probably be Doom 2016. Because that was a really amazing game when that first came out. There we go. I wanted to go up here anyways. Do you play on emulator or console? Both, actually. But most of the time I preferably go with consoles. Because I do support official releases of games, and I think it's imperative that everybody should too. But I know it can be hard when you don't have the game that you want to have in your possession. But, that is a very hard question to come by, whether if you prefer emulation or if you prefer, just playing the games through their traditional means. But I do believe at the same time that emulation needs to be there for a reason to preserve a game's original source code. So that way, if developers, lose out on data, then they can actually try to get it back one way or the other. I know Nintendo has been pretty stingy when it comes to emulation and stuff throughout this day and age, but at the same time, too, it's like, it's kind of like one of those things that it's kind of a gray area, if you know what I mean. That, you're going to either have to accept it, or you're just gonna have to, make it to where some people are just, doing you a favor, pretty much. I know it may not be ethical for people to pirate your games, but at the same time, it's like, at least there's a source where you can actually try to get, your source code back. I mean, sure, it may not be the original coding and all that, but at least you have a reference to actually get you what you need. Okay, let's see if I can do this without dying once in this level. Oh, give me that. Thank you. Here I am trying to get a, Yep, I was trying to get myself a 1-up, but that didn't work because I got stopped. If you play on emulator, if I play on emulator, what should I play? Or I'm gonna say, if you play on emulator, make sure you actually have a copy of the game, so that way, you do support the official release of that said game. Okay. Now Luigi needs to take care of the fortress. Because fortress duty is always his job. I messed up. Okay, so, go ahead and just get you at regular mushroom. Look at other question. Do you use controllers that the game was meant for? Yes, I do. When it comes to emulation, well, I mean, yes, I try to, but sometimes I have to use another means, like my Xbox One controller. For instance, oh, geez, Luigi, how could you miss a jump like that? But sometimes I may not have the correct controller that I can actually use, say, through like a PC, whether it be like an SNES controller, so I have to use a, different means, like an Xbox controller, because the Xbox controller can actually be very beneficial to emulation to certain degrees. Oh, good, I made it. Okay, Mario, let's see you get your time to shine by getting through this, if you can, without flubbing up. Okay. Oh, good. I got through this secret room right here. So just a little preview before you get to world number 7. That one particular stage, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Like I said, just think of this as a little preview. But, if I don't have the original cartridges of some games, then I always try to look for other means, say, like reproduction cartridges. Like, if you ask me, I do have a copy of the game... Oh, there is something up here. I do have a reproduction copy of... Oh, cool. Extra life. I do have a reproduction cartridge of Earthbound, as well as, And, do I like Super Mario World? Yes, I do. I really do like Super Mario World. Now, which version of Super Mario World do I prefer mostly? Probably the Game Boy Advance version. Because there are just some things about it that actually made it a more superior game. Like, you not losing all your power-ups when you get hit by an enemy. I always thought that was really, really stupid in, I always thought that was really stupid in the original Super Mario World, is that you lose your power-ups after you get hit by an enemy, or whatever main power-up you have, is that you revert going back to small. But not in Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World. You actually still get to keep your power-up. Now, which Super Mario game I think is probably the best on... Well, I know a lot of people are probably going to say, which Super Mario game do you think is the best on... just original on the Super Nintendo? I'd probably say Yoshi's Island, even though that's technically not considered a Super Mario game per se, as it's technically more a Yoshi game. But it just felt like it was... a really fun experience. I mean, it was truly different. It truly acted different from the Mario games that we, knew and that we know and love. But at the same time, I just really enjoyed the challenge more in that game. And it definitely felt like it was a challenging game when playing it. And some people have also asked me if I'm going to be doing a live stream series on that game as well. And the answer is yes. Yes, I will. When will I get to it? I really can't say. Alright, yeah, jump over here. Oh, rocky wrenches. Great. Have to contend to more, you buttheads. Okay. Yeah, just what I needed. Just, don't lose your power-up, Luigi. Okay? Don't need to lose what you have. But which version of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island do I think is probably the best? If I had to be real honest, I really do think that the original is probably the best because there's just some of the extra stuff that you can actually do in the just some extra things that you can actually do in the Game Boy Advance version. I just kind of felt that they're just like levels that you would do from a ROM hack. And do I prefer Nintendo, Xbox, or Microsoft or Sony consoles? Personally, I prefer Nintendo consoles. That's kind of like my main thing when it comes to me live streaming and me being a part of the Geek Fighters on Twitch. Is that we all have our preferred consoles, and I'm pretty much like the Nintendo guru or the Nintendo guy of the group. So yeah, we gotta do that again. Sadly. And why is it do I like Nintendo games more so than the competition? Well, it's not that I don't like the games from what the competition has on their plate. Like, I really do enjoy the Infamous games. And I really did enjoy Spider-Man on the PS4. But it's just something about Nintendo games in general. Like, they always put quality first before releasing their games. And I think that's a very important principle that every company should have. And I think that's something that even Nintendo's competitors are struggling to maintain a good model with. Sonic or Mario? Well, considering how if you ask me back in the day, I probably would have said Mario and still say Mario to this day because, well, like I said, I just really enjoy Nintendo gaming quite a lot. Like Nintendo, I mean, I do enjoy the Sonic games. I mean, most of them anyway, but there are some in this day and age that are just like, Sega, Sonic Team, where are you going with this? Especially when it came to Sonic Forces. Ugh, the game was terrible. That game was like the laughingstock of the Sonic franchise. I mean, sure, we make fun of, not as bad as, say, Sonic Lost World, but still, it's just like, Sonic games just, it's like, Sega doesn't really acknowledge Sonic as, like, their flagship franchise or anything like that. And honestly, I kind of find that to be sad, because it's like they revert most of their attention to, like, the Yakuza games, which there's no problem with the Yakuza games. I really enjoy the Yakuza games. More so than, say, like, GTA or anything like that, but it's just, they don't treat Sonic with the same respect to go, like, to act as a flagship franchise for Sega's business, as they look at Yakuza as, like, their biggest moneymaker right now. And pretty much anything with what Atlas does with their games, whether it comes to Persona or Shin Megami Tensei, which we don't even know when Shin Megami Tensei 5 is going to release for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, we heard the announcement about a couple years, almost 3 years ago, with it coming to the Nintendo Switch, but still, no release date. Alright, World 4 is clear, so we gone through half of this game already, so we're making good progress. And hopefully if we get through with the rest of World 5, then that should be a good halfway point. Because some of the levels are going to get a little bit longer going forward. And I have to say, this is also another one of my favorite levels in the entire game. The Sky World. It's like, you get that little preview of what the Sky World's going to be right before you go into it. It's just so majestic of a level. Oh, the Goombets. Oh, God, the Goombets, I hate them. Wish they'd get off. They do get off, but they can be a pestilence to try and get off. I mean, do I think that there may be hope for Sonic in the future to actually do better? Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I just believe that there needs to be new blood within the Sonic team in order for Sonic games to try to, become better. But as of right now, Sonic's kind of in the middle ground. I mean, there have been good Sonic games, but there's also been crappy ones. Okay, here's this part. And I missed it. I was trying to go up that way to actually get a Tanuki power-up. And I botched it completely. But it's okay. We'll go through the entire stage as is. Doesn't really matter. Oh, those guys. The Buzzy Beetles that can actually throw the... that can actually throw the blocks. Those Buzzy Beetles can really be sadistic. So it's like one of those things you're gonna have to be very careful with. Oh, no power-ups? I think it's also very funny how they just, when you knock them down, that they still hold that block over their head. So funny. But hey, if I can't get through all of World 5, then that's okay. I mean, I think we made a lot of good progress here tonight. Alright, so... let's get that power-up and see what contents will help us on our way. Oh, the Tanuki power-up! Believe it or not, this would not be the only last time you would ever see the Tanuki power-up. I think that Sony and Xbox do too much realistic games, but Nintendo does cartoony and realistic games, so I got to go with Nintendo. Oh yeah, it's like, that should be a thing with any company. You gotta diversify yourself with both realistic and cartoonish style games because they both thrive well in the industry. You can't have one over the other. Which is why I really enjoyed Naughty Dog back in the day, was because they knew how to think outside the box when it came to the types of games that they made. And we have the Karibo boot. Oh, God, had to sneeze right there. Huh, excuse me. Was not expecting that. But hey, I'm alright. But hey, at least they help you get through some of the more, devastating parts, like the chompers there. I think this was the first game where we got to see the chompers, too. But yeah, cartoonish style games and realistic style games, for every company, you gotta have an even blend. You can't just say, oh, we should stick with realistic because everybody likes realistic. Well, it's like, yeah, everybody likes realistic, but there's gonna come to a point where that formula is gonna get really stale. If you ask me. And I just don't like that. Let me see if I can get this. Got it! Yes! Got another 5-up. Awesome! Awesome sauce! We're just raking up those lives like they're candy. Well, granted, they're not candy, but you get what I mean, right? Okay, so we're done with that. So we got ourselves some more of those guys to fight, the Hammer Bros. And hopefully with Luigi, we don't die. Oh, we could contend to that. We could contend to that fortress, which we will as Luigi, after we defeat these guys. Traditionally... Woo! Oh! That really makes it more of a pain when you can't figure out where they're gonna actually, come from. But using Mario with his fireballs, yum! That may be the way to go to take these guys out. Get down here. Get over here. Hey, lucky! We got ourselves a P-Wing! Woohoo! So, Mario gets the P-Wing, while Luigi is probably going to get absolutely nothing in this scenario. Maybe he will, but who knows? Oh, dang it, I shouldn't have done that. And I'm loving how Nintendo is doing remakes. I love to see them in good graphics. Oh yeah, as long as they remake games with love and attention to the original source material, then that's all that matters. Like for me, I want to see a remake of Super Mario Sunshine. But just kind of do it in Unreal Engine 4. Because it would just make sense to see, you know, that game make a comeback somehow. Okay, Luigi, you got absolutely nothing from those two Hammer Bros, so might as well go ahead and switch, or get some more lives between you and Mario. So that way, you're even. And, yeah. Let's get the flower. Nope, not gonna get it. I guess the chances of us getting the 1-ups through that roulette game, it just becomes even more minimal because of the more lives that we get. Okay. This one's pretty difficult too, but there are some secrets that are to be had in that level if you were big enough with either Mario or Luigi. But if you can get one of them to be big and actually take on that challenge, go ahead. But of course you gotta avoid all the crap that comes after you! Oh my god! Should speak like old man Joseph Joestar. You know, how he says, oh my god! Keep being senile, Jojo. Just keep being senile. You're the best at that. Which Mario game do you think is the worst? When it comes to well, if you're talking about, like, the mainline Mario games, I would say probably Super Mario 64. Because it's just, the more that I played Super Mario 64, it's just the more that I really think the game has lost its magic. I think a lot of people really enjoyed that game for what it was based on nostalgia reasons, but and that game is still a broken mess. I mean, sure, I can still acknowledge it for being a revolution back in its day, but at the same time, it's like, there's just some things about it that the game did not age well, if that makes any sense. But if I wanted to say what is generally the worst Mario game of all time, then that is, hands down, Hotel Mario, the spin-off, even though Nintendo did not make that game. Or any of the Mario Edutainment games, what is my favorite Zelda game? When it comes to 2D, it's A Link to the Past, or with a 2D perspective, it's either A Link to the Past or A Link Between Worlds, but I also have a really special place in my heart for Link's Awakening. But when it comes to 3D, it's probably Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, or possibly even Breath of the Wild as my favorite. Alright, so Luigi, you did not even get all the way up there either, so you have to play through this level twice, it seems. And every Mario Brother's gonna have to go through this level to get out of here. Ah! I got small. And what I think is possibly the worst Zelda? Oh, I would also have to say that Wind Waker also has a very special place in my heart, and maybe to an extent, Skyward Sword. Because, I mean, I know a lot of people really hated the motion controls for that game, but I think, you know, if Nintendo were to release that game on the Nintendo Switch, which I think they're probably going to, I think it would actually do a lot better, because you won't even have to worry about there being a sensor bar for the Joy-Cons, since they can pretty much act on their own. But at the same time, I wonder if that would have any problems with, say, like Joy-Con drifting or Joy-Con drift or something like that. Mario or Luigi? I would say, even though I do like Mario, but I'd have to say Luigi because he never gets the love and attention that he so deserves. Okay, so now we're up in the clouds, and things are gonna get a little hectic with us going through this level. Or you could just do what I did and just kind of cheese your way through the rest of this level. Which I just did right here. I cheesed it by just taking that path. It's never a bad thing to cheese your way through some things. And in this case, doing that for that level, it was definitely well worth it. Okay, Luigi, I'll give you a Tanuki Leaf just to make up for you having a lack of power-ups. Fortnite or PUBG? Neither. I really just don't understand the hype between either of those games, and honestly, PUBG is still a broken mess, and in Fortnite, I cannot even stand the whole Gucci Gang meme. I think it's just ridiculous and just silly. Even if you got a Tanuki power up, it still turns you back into just regular Raccoon Leaf Mario or Luigi. Oh hey, another end card. We haven't seen these in a while. We'll take care of it real quick. Nope, that doesn't give you that. Okay, so it pretty much does the same thing like it did, where the bottom three cards are always going to be Mushroom or Star, Mushroom, Flower, or Star. But everything else is just completely random. Now, if you ask me Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, I'd probably say that's one where both of them... But if I had to say for traditional standards, then probably Dragon Quest. Ah, missed it again. Mario or Zelda? Oh, God. Probably... If I really, if I like more Mario Zelda games, I would probably say more so Zelda games. I mean, sure, I like the tight controls of Mario games, just really tight side-scrolling action, but when it comes to Zelda games, I just like it when you're given the ability to use your wisdom to try to get through some really nasty parts. And it's easy to get lost in Zelda games. Zelda games, they can be pretty mean. But they make the challenge act like a challenge. They don't hamper your progress whatsoever. Or they aren't meant to hamper your progress whatsoever. Oh god, these guys. I forgot how much these guys suck. But hey, we're at the end of the level. But yeah, Zelda games are more my thing, because I really do like the adventures and the exploration. And speaking of which, I did play Link's Awakening and beat Link's Awakening this week, so that was a lot of fun of what I went through. Okay, let's get you a power-up out of here, Luigi. And if you ask me pirates or ninjas, I'm gonna say ninjas, because I really do enjoy ninjas. But what is probably my favorite ninja game? Well, I know a lot of people would want me to say Ninja Gaiden, but if there is a ninja game that acts traditional that I really do like, then it's probably the Tenchu series. I mean... I know a lot of people really do like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, but That game's hard. It's like you have to use, it's like with those Souls games, you have to, know how to be really, really tricky just to get through those games. And honestly, not a lot of people have that. They don't really have the patience to get through those. I mean, but when it comes to Tenchu, it's like you really do have to act like a ninja to get through those games without flubbing up. Ah! Like me, like I'm about to flub up here and Luigi lost his power up again. Alright, cool. What do you think about the recent Nintendo Direct? The recent Nintendo Direct that happened at the beginning of this month, it was alright. It wasn't anything that was... Oh, hey, we got a coin ship! But anyway, the recent Nintendo Direct from back a few weeks ago, back at the beginning of September, it was definitely a step down from just exciting announcements, but it wasn't bad in general. It could have been better. I mean, it was like probably the first Nintendo Direct in like the month where one takes place in the month of September that I was kind of let down by, but it was okay. But I was very happy with some of the announcements that we got. Oh, jeez. Was not expecting that to happen. Oh, God! Now that was some parkour. That was some parkour Mario right there. I mean, yeah, cool. I mean, it was cool that we're getting Overwatch, but still, it's just like... That's not what I come to a Nintendo Direct for. I came to see a lot more awesome things. But with what new that they showed for Trials of Mana, that I really liked. But everything else, it was just kind of... But it wasn't bad. Just, it could have been better. Ah, missed it again. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is no auto-scroller. But the next one is, and that auto-scroller is not going to be kind. I'll tell you that much. Because you gotta deal with those fire chomps that shoot fireballs out. Ah! Come on, are you almost there? Yes, you're almost there, but you lost your power-up again! What game do I want Nintendo to remake? If I had to say a proper remake, for a Mario game, it would be Super Mario Sunshine. For a Zelda game, I would definitely love to see, I definitely would love to see the Oracle's games get remade. When it comes to Metroid, I'd say probably Super Metroid at this point. It would make sense. Star Fox, maybe the original, or maybe Star Fox Adventures. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really like Star Fox Adventures because it doesn't act like a traditional Star Fox game, but just as a game itself in general, it's still a fine experience. I mean, I know a lot of people give flack to that game, mainly because of how much JonTron just really just scrutinized that game badly without, acting like, without actually critiquing it, for the right purposes. Ugh. Gosh, you guys are harassing me. You fire chomps are harassing me. But you're not harassing me any further. Do I like Kirby? Yeah, I like Kirby. My favorite Kirby game is Kirby Superstar. But although I really do enjoy Superstar Ultra on the DS. Okay, so Luigi gets to go through the coin ship, huh? But there are some Kirby games that I just can't really get into for some odd reason, like, if I had to guess which one I couldn't get into a lot, probably Star Allies was one that I couldn't even get into. Oh, didn't grab it. Yeah, Star Allies was just one that I really don't know why I couldn't get into it more. Now, my favorite Kirby game, like I said, is Superstar. Now, a Kirby game I want to see actually get a remake treatment, probably Kirby 64. That or Squeak Squad. That's a good question. Ooh, God. No! But please tell me I get another chance to actually fight them. No, but they actually do appear. Okay. Here, get out of there. What do we get? Oh, we got a music box, so... Wii or Wii U? That is a good question. Because... I would say probably the Wii U is one that I actually prefer more, because it felt, I mean, sure, you could play your old Wii games, but there was just some games on there that I actually really did like. Even the Zelda remakes were something that I really enjoyed, and The Wonderful 101 is probably my favorite Wii U game. I definitely think that was one of the Wii U games where the Wii U gamepad was actually used for the right reasons. And I definitely think that potential was definitely wasted, as you know, Nintendo could have done better with making the Wii U developer friendly, but too bad they didn't really do that. It's like, sure, you have potential, but you gotta make sure that potential, you actually meet that potential by all means. Because if you're not, then you're gonna make people look down on it, which is why I really enjoy the Nintendo Switch better. Famicom or NES model? Probably... Ah! I flubbed up again! Probably the... If I had to say, probably the Famicom model, because of all the bonus stuff that we got out of there, like the, I would say the Famicom disk system, as well as some of the games that we never got. And some things that we never even experienced in the Western releases, like the original Japanese version of Contra. We never did experience some of those story elements that were there at the beginning. Which I'm really glad that they showed them now through the Contra Classic Collection. Or the Anniversary Collection. And even, like, the Super Castlevania games. I mean, the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Some of those things that we never got to experience for the first time. This is a nail biter. That's really not all that terrible. If you could get through it just fine, which I did. Good. Now I think we're going up against Roy. Is that who we're going up against with? Or is it Ludwig? No, we are going up against Roy, that's for sure. And he's the one who actually does the pounds on the ground, just to keep things in thunderous motion. You know, if Morton was the same size as Roy, which he is, then why doesn't he shake the ground too? That just doesn't make any sense. Oh, I don't know. But anyways, yes, World 5 is now complete. So we gone through 5 worlds tonight, and it's almost time for me to wrap up. So with me getting through this world, I probably am at a good time where I can go ahead and I can wrap up this live stream, because it was definitely a lot of fun to get through this. Game Boy or Sega Game Gear? Game Boy. Hands down, Game Boy. And if you wanted to say Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo easily. Just because of the games that we got, pretty much. And a perfect clear for World 5. And Seeger8887, and I know who you are, who's watching me right now. Yes, and I want to say thank you for the follow the other day. Greatly appreciate it. I definitely still need to follow you as well, so I will definitely go find you on Mixer and then give you a follow as well. But in the meantime, though, I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap up for tonight because I do need to go to work tomorrow morning. But I will be back tomorrow night at the same time as I was tonight, and I will resume where I left off with Super Mario Advance 4. And anyway, if you like what you saw, then be sure to hit that follow button right below the video player of where you're viewing this live stream. And you can also follow me through the links down below to my YouTube page, my Steam page, as well as my Facebook and Twitter. YouTube.com/RRPG Reviews. That's where I do my created content. Game Boy or Super Boy? Well, I would say the Super Boy, but at the same time, Lowland 489, there are just some things about the Super Boy that I think a lot of people were not really that favorable with, especially with how some of the buttons are just kind of stiff. But I think I need to play the more recent model of the Super Boy to actually to give a much better opinion. But it's just when it comes to Hyperkin clone consoles, they just weren't really my cup of tea. I mean, I still have a Retron 5, but I don't really play it anymore because I just went back to traditional hardware. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So, youtube.com/RRPG Reviews, that's where I do my created content online. You can follow me through Facebook and Twitter, through facebook.com/RRPG Reviews, that's my Facebook fan page, and twitter.com/RRPG Reviews, that's my personal page on Twitter. And you can also follow me on that Steam page if you play on Steam, play games on Steam, which I heard there was an outage today, but hey, that got cleared up. And you can also follow me the collaboration page I do on Twitch, which is The Geek Fighters, which is twitch.tv/The Geek Fighters. And I'll go ahead and I'll put that in the chat for you all, so that way you can go follow us there if you have not done so already. And you can also find the archives of my live streams through YouTube, and that YouTube page is youtube.com/RRPG Game Riffer Solo. And I renamed that to RRPG Livestream Archives because that's where I archive my live streams from here on Mixer onto my YouTube page. Onto that YouTube page. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream, and be sure to join me tomorrow night for when I get back on track with Super Mario Advance 4 that covers Super Mario Brothers 3, and we'll see if we get through the rest of that game, which we will. So until then, this is RRPG signing off by saying Godspeed, game on gamers, piccolo poppin' bottles, y'all, and peace out. Thank you for the sparks there, Lowland 489, and good night, everybody.
In a can. Yeah, I do. What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, hold the body watch. So powerful, right in front of your face. Potato chip. Block. Hold the blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in. Body wash. Oh, what? Body wash. That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do. What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, hold the body watch. So powerful, right in front of your
commercial in. Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do. What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, body wash. So powerful, look at mine right in front of your face. Reno chair. Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in. Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do. What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, body wash. So powerful, look at mine right in front of your face. Reno chair. Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in. Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do. What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, body wash. So powerful, look at mine right in front of your face. Reno chair. Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in. Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do. What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, body wash. So powerful, look at mine right in front of your face. Reno chair. Odor blocker body wash is too powerful to let this commercial in. Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. What? Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. That's right. In a can. Yeah, I do. What? 16 hours of VO blocking power. Oh my, body wash. So powerful, look at mine right in front of your wash is too powerful to let this commercial in.
Body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash, body wash. Oh!